Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Power Rankings. I'm your Commissioner, Nick. It's week 5. Season's moving right along. We had a pretty normal, uneventful slate of games this past week. Not really worth digging into or talking about or getting angry about, but no. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone continues to tune in. So without further ado, let's get into those rankings. Number 12. What a waste of time and money. Number 11. Not that team, pal.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Okay.
You? Absolutely.
My team lost this week, and I don't really want to talk about it. Elv out Kamara has already missed 2 games. My lineup looks like trash, and I want to take DJ Moore, put him out in the middle of the ocean, and just leave him there. Let's move on. Number 10. Beans Pride Parade. Beans lost this week, but his team has played better than mine at least. Nick Stud has remained hot with another 20-point game out of the running back position. This team also sucks, but their fearless GM should regain access to his phone soon to try and get in the hunt. Number 9. Poppy's Prize Possession. Brophy's team moves up 3 spots after defeating Brad's horrendous team. Jared Goff led the way with 4 touchdowns and 40 points. And it took a while, but Leonard Fournette delivered the dagger, scoring 18 points. This team has greatly underperformed expectations, scoring the 9th most points in the league, but still finds themselves 2-2 and in the race. Number 8. Frank's team. When legends rise. Frank's team took the Young Wei home, winning by the leg of their kicker, Young Wei Koo. Tight end Isaiah Likely won't be back in the lineup over TJ Hakam Sakam Robot, as he nearly scored 40 points on the bench. Mike Higgins sealed the deal with 30 points on Sunday night, and Frank is 2-2, despite being last in points per game. Number 7. Harambe Olave Javante Deontay. Oliver's team is quickly becoming another one of the bad teams in the league after losing his 2nd game in a row and losing star running back Javonte Williams for the season. You might be thinking Oliver will be just fine with Javante's backup, but Melvin Gordon has fumbled away his chances at starting. At least he was able to fleece Jerry in their trade. Number 6. Quantum Cheeseburger. Jerry's team won in the upset of the century, defeating me in the game of the week, and he is riding high right now. The Muth was loose yet again, and give Jerry his props here. But his team still sucks, and it'll be interesting to see how Hill and Waddle perform without Tua tissue paper at QB. Number 5. King of the Higgins V3. Luke's team finally got his first win of the season, and his team actually looks pretty decent. This week, Christian McBackfree and Josh Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt both went off for 25 and 35 points, respectively. If these two keep it up, with Josh Stallion and Let's Go Brandon Cooks, this team could be back to 500 in no time. Number 4. Team Lance 2.0. Cam suffered his first loss in bad company history at the hands of Luke this week. He got off on the right foot, as I would walk 500 miles. Sanders went off for nearly 30 points, but Jonathan Failure dropped the ball, getting injured, and only scored 3 points. On the bright side, this team is one of the 7 or 8 teams in the league that does not suck. Number 3. The Process. Ryan's team won again this week, moving to 3-1. Ryan's RB room had a much better week. Probably shouldn't start Dobbins, JK, as he and Rashad Penny, more like Rashad Dollars, each had over 20 points on the bench. Luckily, Jamal Thrilliams did start and scored 23 points. Things are looking up here. Number 2. Jerry's daddy, Hunter's team lost his first game of the season in a stinker against Frank. Dude, where's Lamar Jackson? Because this QB only scored 13 points and threw 2 interceptions. On top of that, their elite tight end looked like Mark Blandrews out there with only 2 catches. Dude, this game was not sweet. And number 1, Team Never Lucky. The reigning, defending, undisputed number one team in the rankings is Dan, after becoming the last team to remain undefeated at 4-0. Travis Kelce led the way with a huge game, and literally everyone else had a decent to good game, including Cortland, let's give him something to talk about, with 16 points. Dan's team definitely does not suck. Now let's move on to our commissioner picks. Last week I went 4-2 to improve to 500 on the season. And in our first matchup, we've got the Beans Pride Parade taking on Not That Team Pal. That's my new team, and I'm going to roll with Beans Pride Parade. You can put the done chain on whoever loses this game, though. King of the Higgins taking on Quantum Cheeseburger. Luke's team looks really good right now. I'm going to take them. They're going to roll over Jerry, no problem. The Process versus Poppy's Prize Possession, I'm taking Ryan's team. Ryan's team's got one of the few not bad teams in the league, so taking Ryan here. Harambe's Olave, Javante Deontay taking on Jerry's daddy, and I'm taking Hunter to win this one. Oliver's team is not trending in the right direction. Team Lance 2.0 versus Team Never Lucky in our last matchup at the bottom here. I'm taking Team Never Lucky to stay undefeated. Team Lance 2.0 has got to get grittier if he's going to win this game. And in the game of the week, we've got What a Waste of Time and Money making his first Game of the Week appearance in nearly 3 years, taking on When Legends Rise. Father versus son matchup. Frank's team is 2-2. Both of these guys are 2-2 against each other all time. He doesn't have any certain strength at one possession, but he's got a lot of flexible options that he can plug in at the flex at any time. His weakness, though, is his depth. He doesn't have many options to pick from, but he's got some options. Let's put it that way. And I'm taking Frank to win this week because Brad's team sucks and he doesn't watch the rankings anyway, so why would I pick him? And that's all I got time for today. Let's move on to Around the League.
Hello, Bad Company. After all the criticism I received during the week from Hunter, Jerry, Brad, and even our commissioner for not starting tight end TJ Hawkinson, I still managed to knock off the previously undefeated Jerry's daddy. If it wasn't for Diggs on Monday night, Team Never Lucky would not be undefeated. I just put the rest of the league on notice that I'm coming for you, because legends rise. And P.S., Jerry, once Cleveland knocks off the Rays, we're coming for your Yankees. Go Tribe.